Like and subscribe. This is the Nightly Fix, powered by Foolish Club Media. Please head to our YouTube channel. Please like and subscribe. If you're on Twitter, please follow us. Please share this. Let other people know because we're trying to grow this bitch.
I'll have to turn the music down.
That's all right, man. I was feeling it. If you do not do so, you saw what happened to Mark Sanchez, didn't you? Or you saw what happened to the old guy, didn't you?
So you're gonna stab somebody?
I didn't say what I was gonna do. I just said you saw what happened. I just said you saw what happened. You gonna get that pepper spray? I'm gonna start carrying pepper spray. To be honest with you, Serda. I'm gonna start just carrying that shit.
I think Aaron has 2 of them.
Shoot, yeah, man. Shoot, like we just say, it's good enough for a woman. It's about to be good enough for me. I'm about to carry pepper spray. You're damn right, Osita. Your ass is late. Boy, I can't stand Nigerians. Boy, y'all come in here and do whatever y'all want to. You can do your little freeze frame all you want to, Osita. Yeah, the show is started. All right?
Are we just not going to talk about it?
Listen, in the great words of Rube Baker, get off the tracks when the train's coming through, butthead. You should have been on it already, and your ass got ran over if you're going to roll in here late, damn it. That's Osita, the co-host of the show, coming in whenever he very well pleases.
How's it going, guys? Start on start till I get here. You know what I'm saying? I'm here. Welcome to the Nightly Fix. Like and subscribe.
It did start. Listen, I'm in a great place. I was very nervous. I thought this was going to be a day of struggle, a day that I was gonna have to. I was gonna be emotional. I was gonna have to deal with things. I prepped myself. I went back and watched Game 5 of the Eastern Conference Finals, in which LeBron James scored 27 of the 28 final points of that game, where he threw that team on his back. Thank you, former Jayhawk Drew Gooden, for getting that 1 point that you broke up that 28 in a row. I got myself emotional. I went there and watched the first championship where he said it's about damn time when he grabbed it. He came out yesterday and said there was going to be an announcement. It was going to be the second decision. And I was nervous. All right, man. When you're in your 40s, you're in year 23. All right. You didn't agree to a long-term deal. You're just on a 1-year contract. You get nervous. You get nervous about the fella that the athlete of our time. Now, if you're 70 or 80, maybe you feel something, but of our time, the athlete of our time, I thought LeBron James was going to make this his final season, but we were lucky enough to see what his decision was. Roll it, Steven. Roll it, Steven.
I wasn't ready because this is totally unimportant.
Roll it, Steven. I'll keep saying it.
It's a dumb misdirect.
Roll it, Steven.
A waste of everybody's time.
Roll it, Steven.
Well, everyone's on pins and needles across the country.
Same
Ready
shirt.
to go, LeBron? Where's the powder?
Left it at home.
LeBron, fans want to know where you're taking your talents this year. What's your decision?
In this fall, man, this is tough. In this fall, I'm gonna be taking my talents to Hennessy VSOP.
He's staying.
VSOP. And this was the conclusion you woke up with this morning?
That was the conclusion I woke up with this morning.
Why?
I feel like it's gonna give me the best opportunity to win more at hosting. Not only that, win at signature cocktails, win at having a good time, win at impressing guests, win at making memories, win at making it look easy, win at leaving people wanting more.
That's not his hand, by the way. Someone else is doing that.
LeBron, appreciate it.
Where's the record?
And it's just a Hennessy commercial.
It's great. He's going with Hennessy. He's not retiring. First off, let's just
stupid.
Let's just be
so
thankful.
This was dumb. This was even dumber. This is
for
dumb.
this. Let's just be thankful for this. Now I am going out to go buy a bottle of Hennessy XO just because him. Not a big Hennessy drinker. I know some people are going to take away my Negro card. Not a big Hennessy drinker. Although, not going to lie, had a bartender at Buffalo Wild Wings this past week. hit me up and make me a Hennessy mule. Fantastic, by the way.
Huh.
Very tasteful. I like a whiskey mule. She went Hennessy in there.
Oh, yeah,
delicious. Delicious. Very delicious. But we dodged the bullet, guys.
Oh my God.
I thought LeBron was hanging it up, but he's just
in the
moving over.
age of capitalism and constant media attention and ads being fed to you through the algorithm. This
is genius by Hennessy, by the way. But
this was stupid.
Genius by Hennessy, by the way. Way to play on the decision. Play on. Oh, is he retiring? Yes, Hennessy. Woo! Dodge the bullet. We get the king back.
Bogus. I'm not going to give a shit when he really retires now because
seriously, I didn't give a shit before. Now I really don't give a fuck.
Because I'm being mad about the stupid Hennessy commercial.
Yeah, you're not. You're going to give a shit, Steve.
By the way, I'm just going to say it. Nice haircut, Serda. Nice haircut.
Thank you.
Great haircut.
Yeah,
I don't know if you mentioned it before I got in the room, but nice haircut.
Last week when
we were here together last week.
Well, it's a whole nother story. The guy just chopped it all off. It's not really what I want.
We discussed it.
It does look pretty good.
Yeah, we discussed it. It looks
he
good.
did a good job. Just not exactly what I requested, but I guess it was tied for a reset, whether it was what I wanted or not.
I joked and said that was really Osita dressed up as that barber who said, "I'm going to take matters into my own hands. You've been talking about this cutting your hair bullshit. Now we're going to get this shit cut. Watch this.
I'm glad my plan worked."
It did. No, yeah. It looks good. I don't know if it's what he wanted. It looks good though.
It does look good. It's growing on me.
Yeah, and it was on the house, and it's a really good job done for on the house.
Oh, it's free?
Yeah, somebody gave me a gift certificate for my birthday.
Oh, okay. I thought you complained or something like that. You were like, "I hate this haircut." He was like, "You know what, dude? I'll just give it to you for free. Just what? Just here. It'll grow back. It'll grow back."
No. He did a good job.
He did a hell of a job.
I asked him to do, but
it's just not at all what
it'll grow back.
But my thing is I'm not surprised. I think I've got to say something though. I would have had to say something. I think there was a point where I am at least I have been in this space. I don't know if you felt this way. And Osita, if you can kind of revert back to that time when you had more hair on the top, you can feel, and I don't know if it hits you in this moment. You can feel when, that's too much.
Yeah, I knew
it. You can
cut, but he had me. It's not like he was letting me look in the mirror while he was cutting it. He had me turned away the entire time.
Yeah, you can for
I
me
couldn't see it, but as soon as he busted out the clippers, it was just like zoom, zoom.
Yeah, you can feel it. You can feel or hear it. There have been times where I've seen that hair come off and come off in front of me and hit the ground or hit the.
I watched all my beautiful curls just fall to the ground.
And I'm like, ooh, I can tell, Jack, that's lower than I'm anticipating.
Hey, Ron, you ever had that moment where you could tell someone pushed your line back? When it's just when they're edging you up and it's just a little too high. It's
you can feel that sometimes where you can just see the discoloration once you come out of there.
Discoloration, but I'm saying it's another situation where there's no mirror.
You feel it's a little high, yeah.
During COVID, I needed a haircut bad, man. I needed a haircut bad. And so
I was out there cutting my boys' hair.
He was like, "Yeah, man, I'll cut you. I got you, man. I got you. I was like, "All right, bet." No mirror in the room. He's just sitting there shaving stuff off. I'm like, "All right, bet." And then I can feel him doing the lineup, and I'm just like, "Yo, this is a lot higher. This is a lot higher than usual. A lot higher than usual."
Yeah.
When I look in that mirror, he was like, "How did I look?" I was like, "What'd you do to my hair? What'd you do to my line?" It's gone, man.
It's aggressive. Yeah. That. And listen, Serda, I understand, the thought process because it does look good. I'd never go to him again.
That's so the gift certificate.
I would never
$100, and it's not like a gift card; it's a literal gift certificate because this is a smaller, local place. And he was like, "Yeah, usually we do these because it's for the cut and the beard and like the whole service, but obviously you don't have a beard. And so he was like, I'll just give you like 3 cuts on this one certificate. And I was like, okay, cool. So he wrote like 1 of 3 on the gift certificate. And I was like, so I can go back and get more cuts from this guy a couple more times. And I was like, yeah, I don't know if I really want to.
Like if that's exactly what you're looking to maintain, cool, maybe. And it's free. I would never pay him another dime because, yes, this is a good cut. Like the haircut looks good. But, I mean, if you're going to just completely blow what I asked you to do, like, I mean, that's a problem. Right?
It
if you
was
just
like an all-male like barbershop too. And I had been going to a lady shop because my hair was long. And I feel like this is exactly what they do there. Like this is the cut that
he should have said he couldn't do it. He should have said he couldn't do it then.
And like I had been going to this place called Scissors and Scotch, which is like an all-female place, but it's mostly for men. And they do a great job because my hair was longer. Because I was like, I feel like women know how to deal with long hair better than guys do. And yeah, I mean, I don't know if I'm going to grow it back out as long as it was, but maybe I'll just decide to keep it this way. I don't know.
You keep it that way. That's cool. It's on the house. But I'm just saying, man, you can't just. I mean, he's not even close with what you asked for.
What did you ask for anyway?
I wanted it like cleaned up, but I still wanted like length.
He wanted his hang time. He wanted his length.
Like, yeah.
He wanted a mullet.
Because it was just getting so long that I just needed it trimmed. And I was getting tired of it, like covering up my ears and like being in my face. And so like I had like a picture that Aaron had picked out and was like, this is what you want. And I was like, yeah, I think that would look good. And I showed it to him and it's just not at all what.
No,
like,
yeah, man.
I still wanted like curls and stuff. And he just chopped it all
off.
It's
cut up on the sides and on the back. I mean, he tapered. I mean, I
certainly didn't ask for it to be tapered.
my man looked at that picture and said, all right, I got you. Like he's on Coming to America. Yeah, all right.
I got that Sergeant Special, sir.
I'm going to go ahead and slice you on off. All right. Last night, we missed the Nightly Fix because the Chiefs post-game show when the Chiefs play on Monday night and Thursday night. And because they're the Chiefs, they play every type of primetime game, including next week on Sunday night. Good luck for you and Rocky, Serda, as you guys will be up all night again. We do the post-game show. Shout out to you guys, over 13,000 listening last night. We appreciate 1,300 listening last night. Not 1,000. Let me pull that back. Listening last night. We appreciate you. But the Chiefs did lose, and they deserved in every manner to lose that game. Every manner to lose that game. Stay tuned for all the shows this week, including showing BK, as I cannot wait to hear this shit from BK, who immediately texts me. I feel good. I feel better about the Chiefs coming out of that game. All right. Okay. All right. And maybe by the time we do that show on Friday, I'll feel different. But
he said the same thing after the Eagles loss too.
Yes, you did. Yeah. So. Okay. Yeah. I don't know. Listen, I don't think they're dead or anything. I'm listening to people go over the top as I've been listening all day. Like, people wanting to cut Jack Conklin, number 43, because he got a couple of special teams penalties, and one of them, which I just think he just put the guy on his ass. Like, let's calm down a little bit. I really love how we go to
one of those for like that. It was like a 64-yard return, and up somehow.
Brought back 2 big returns by Brashard.
And I'll be honest, I don't think that first one was a penalty. I think he clearly had him and just drove him into the ground. But he turned him when he drove him into the ground into a pancake. Anyway, there is nothing more that irritates me. And I think it's just ass backwards. And I know some people disagree with me. Like when you have that game and we're trying to get Jack Conklin off the team. When we know the game-changing moment was done by 15. And I'm not saying he needs to go off the team or anything, but it's hard for me to blame Jack Cochran, when he could have committed 5 penalties, had a 99-yard interception return at the goal line. On what down was that when Pat threw that? It wasn't third. It was first or second, I believe. Second down.
You're talking about the pick six?
Yes.
Yeah, I think it was
like,
second down.
I got a hard time rolling it with Jack when Patrick Mahomes just got out-dueled. And sometimes it happens. I don't think he's been going off the game. But I don't listen. There is a lot that happened in the game. This is the one thing that I want to look at. And it is Chris Jones. Chris Jones, since the game ended, is being roasted. I mean, roasted for his effort. I've seen it all day long on TV. I mean, in the first A block segment of some of these shows, these TV debate shows or shows, panel shows, it was Chris Jones. It was not only that the Jacksonville won, but it was the Chris Jones effort play on the Trevor Lawrence, get stepped on my foot, fall down 2 yards back, fall down again. And Charles Omenihu just getting pancaked right there, and then he gets in. I just don't even know how. I don't even know how.
95.
And so there's 95 right here. You see Chris Jones. He's kind of trailing. All right. Listen, it's not a great look. Look at him right there. Up. And listen, I just want to say this. I'm going to be realistic here. First off, Chris Jones could have appeared to give more effort. Now, I just want to ask you this question right now. Both of you. Do you think if Chris Jones gave it everything he had, that he would have come close to stopping Trevor Lawrence from getting into that end zone? I'm just asking you. I'm just honestly asking. You see where clearly he thought he was down when he stopped. He stopped when he's down. Do you think Chris? I mean, I understand. I understand there's so many people who like the hard ass who runs out everything and all this. He's not getting there to stop him, for starters.
I think he had a chance if he shoots towards him right when he gets back up. But as soon as he takes a step, there's no way Chris Jones is catching up.
No, he's not catching him. And I just want to also make this clear. Yes, we know who Chris Jones is. Chris Jones is a Hall of Fame first ballot defensive player in the NFL. He is one of the best defensive tackles to ever play the game. Chris Jones takes plays off since he was a rookie. And I'm not even saying that is a take plays off, but that right there, like Chris Jones has never been Osita Pete Rose. Pete Rose would play as hard as he could, whether it was against his kids, whether it was in a game, whether it was in the All-Star game where everybody's like, hey man, just exhibition. He broke that guy's leg. That's never been Chris Jones. If we were playing baseball, Chris Jones would not be the guy that you see in the picture running out balls to first base all the time. He wouldn't be. And by the way, I'm not a huge fan of fake hustle guys anyway, or overacting hustle guys. And I just want to say, yes, it's a bad look. Do I believe in the bullshit thought of, oh, you need your best players to always be the hardest working guy? No, you don't. Chris Jones has been this team's best defensive player for a decade. And I can assure you he is not the hardest working player on their team. And he is fucking great. And I would just like to add the caveat here also. We know what's happening. He thought he fell down to the ground. Yeah. And guys, he is just at 315 pounds, has rushed the passer for 7 straight plays. How many times has he double teamed tonight, Serda? He was double teamed. It was for the half in the first half. It was the most he had been double teamed all season.
A vast majority of the game.
They're in 2 minutes, Osita and Serda, and he has rushed the passer, including one where he helped force a sack, where he did a swan dive. And I can tell you that was 5 plays prior to that one. And Osita, he was done. He was cooked then. I'm talking about he was whipped then. They've been doing nothing but rushing the passer. You could tell if you go watch that right off the line. Like, this isn't a guy that to me is lazy. If we go watch it right off the snap, he is shot. Like, I've been there. He is dead. He is dead tired. And I think that showed. And I hate these players. You all are being brand new. Go look at Nick Bolton sliding behind him. He's just in a faster trot. He's dead too, right? If you sit back, all right, man, we're going to do this repeatedly. You're going to rush the passer over and over again. Then you got to run back and try to get onside. That man was dead. And I'm not saying that he couldn't put forth a better effort. You would love it if your guys would sell out. But damn it, like, come on, man. We know who Chris Jones is, and we can understand that dude has just rushed the passer for the 7th consecutive play, and he is shot.
Well, and I brought this up on the post-game show because you could tell the defense was tired because it's one, the Chiefs offense wasn't playing well in the second half. They kept coming out in short drives, and then the long drive they had is the pick six. And then it's not like the Jags were going on quick explosive scoring drives. They were all long drives. They were all like just wearing the hell out of the defense. And like Jacksonville's approach, like, I don't think it was very far off from what we saw from Patrick Mahomes in the first 2 weeks of the season. It was a lot of intermediate underneath stuff. I know he hit the big play to Travis Hunter, and he hit a big play on the final drive to Brian Thomas. But other than that, they were not explosive on Monday night. It was a lot of short passes. It was a lot of runs, and it was a lot of just, hey, Trevor, scrambling. It's not there, take off and run. And the Chiefs didn't do anything to stop it. Like Trevor's run on success on runs was insane because the Chiefs just didn't like game plan for him to do that at all. And Trevor's always had a little bit of mobility. Like every time he ran last night, it was a successful play for Jacksonville outside of the first 2 drives of the game. And it was just really frustrating. And I mentioned this on Show and BK last week. Like Liam Cohen had a lot of success against Steve Spagnuolo last year when he was coaching with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Like he gave Spags a lot of problems. And last night, outside of their first 2 drives, Liam Cohen adjusted, and then Spags was having problems figuring it out the rest of the way. And then the defense is tired, and we see like the secondary, it just wasn't making enough plays. And you see this was the first time in a couple of weeks the Chiefs secondary is like, okay, they look young again. They're making mistakes again. Like they're not holding up the way that we've seen them hold up the last 2 weeks. And then they're exhausted, and the pass rush isn't winning. Like the pass rush, I bet the pass rush metrics that when they come out this week, I bet they're going to look okay again for the Kansas City Chiefs. But a lot of that is coverage stuff where the secondary was holding up long enough for George and Charles Omenihu to get after Trevor Lawrence. And they did wind up sacking him a few times, but Chris Jones is just getting double teamed the entire time. So he's exhausted by the end of the game. And then it's like nobody else is winning quick enough at the line of scrimmage. And so I do think there's probably some frustration on Chris Jones's part because he's like, hey, man, I've been carrying this defensive line for a long time. Like, I've made all the plays in the postseason and in the Super Bowls in the biggest moments. Like, I need more help out here, and nobody else is winning, and they're just putting 2 or 3 guys on me the entire game. Like, what the hell am I supposed to do? I'm out here just getting my ass kicked, and I'm exhausted, and nobody else is winning at the line of scrimmage fast enough. And then if the coverage doesn't hold up, the defense winds up looking like it's playing poorly. And I don't think it's necessarily playing that poorly. It's just that it all goes back to the Chiefs pass rush not being good enough right now.
Listen, Osita, on this particular play, is it a great look? And we just watched it several times. Like in a vacuum, if you look at it, it looks like he's just quit. But I think if we put context there, I think you can see how he arrived there.
I mean, I could definitely see how he arrived there from being tired, but it doesn't help that I can still hear the Benny Hill theme song playing while he's just kind of like walking around there, and Trevor Lawrence is slipping up and down the field, kind of barely making it to the end zone. I mean, like I've been there, You know what I mean? Being a confused lineman and like not necessarily know what the fuck is going on. Like you feel like the play is stopped, and so you're just kind of like waiting for a ref to do something. But it doesn't look good that the offense looked so bad and still was able to get a touchdown while he was kind of just standing in the backfield, walking around.
No, listen. Again, it doesn't. I just think it's being blown out of proportion. I think it's clear he is whipped, dead tired for all the things Serda explained. And then as we sit here, this is 7 straight plays of him rushing the passer and rushing it hard. Multiple times he almost got home. And that, like, if you're standing behind it, it looks like, oh, Trevor's down. And then he struggles and he's down again. And you're dead shot tired, and you know, all right, man, we got one more play. I'm just standing here. And then, oh shit, he's not down. He's up, and he is across the road from me. Right? Like there, it's like, and he's a great player, and it's going to be, you know, he's going to get hit for that. But I just think it's a complete overreaction to, oh, you know, he quit on the team. Go fuck yourself. He was fucking shot, tired, and thought the guy was down. I think that is just fucking stupid. All right, before we get to a heat check, by the way, I do want to get to something. We had a little joke about the Mark Sanchez thing earlier, but I do want to get to that. Serda, even though Stanford Joe had to step in for Osita and pick his fantasy team, yeah, you eked it out, Serda. You won for the first time.
Nice.
You eked it out. Listen, I don't think Joe did a bad job. You went with Josh Allen, who gave him, 19 points. Yeah. Went with H.
Nobody believed in the Tet McMillan pick, did they? Huh? Everybody roasted me for that. Worked out.
Tech McMillan had the worst score of anybody that was picked.
He got it done. All right, we got it done. You just got to get the one, and it's all, and then you can turn it around.
And he had St. Brown. It was 56-53. It was the final. It was very, very tight. Serda had that vintage fantasy football situation happen with Justin Fields, where Justin Fields just started rolling up shit that didn't matter when that game was out of reach. And Justin
that's what he's done the last 3 games. It's just all garbage time, but it still counts for fantasy football.
Yeah, he had 26 to lead all scores. So 3-1 is where we are. Osita still leads.
So from what I'm hearing, let me see if I got this right. Because I was not available, because I was having the time of my life at a Dr. Dog show, someone else made my choice for me. And no offense to this person, they might not have chosen what I would have chosen. Okay.
Yeah, that's all right. You put yourself in that position.
So I received my first loss of the season because of this.
Yeah, 3-1. Yeah. He picked a good group. I don't think he screwed you.
I'm not saying that. Not saying that. But
I'm just saying you might have picked Derrick Henry and stunk.
If I were available, I don't think this loss would have gone down the way it went down. You know what I mean?
Make sure you're available on Thursday. Let's see if you can.
I'm just saying.
Serda, this is the time to fight back. This is the time to fight back. 3-1.
I mean, I don't disagree with him. He could have sent in his picks if it was that.
It's just a text. It's just a text. It's just words. It's
no. You could be on top of that. You know what the hell it is. You could have been on top of that.
You just needed to tell me, hey, 3 names.
No,
I could have been like, boom, 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 done.
You know Thursday.
And then I'd still have I'd be 4-0 right now.
Maybe be on top of it.
I'd be 4-0. That's all I'm saying.
That's text. The text. Your ass could have text. He checked, sucker.
All right, guys, welcome to the Heat Check, brought to you by Big Go, brought to you by the Nightly Fix, brought to you by Foolish Club Media. Make sure that you like and subscribe. So I need y'all to do me a favor, okay? If you haven't seen it yet, I Yeah, better. Serda, I want you to pull up the video from the Oklahoma Sooners game where the receiver literally runs straight into a brick wall into the end zone. All right,
Yeah.
let's
That
watch
was
this as
scary.
a family real quick.
That was scary.
Oof. Can we get the music though? Because the music was kind of epic.
He just went 100 miles. Hawkins to throw, steps up,
What are they gonna
out
do?
toward the end zone. A little too much. Boy, and a bad collision for
Osita
Lewis against that back wall.
And this has been a problem there forever. I don't know why there's a brick wall.
Push some damn bushes up.
Look at this. Okay. Cut it. All right, y'all saw that, right? Why in God's name is there a brick wall close to the end zone? What in the OSHA is going on in Norman, Oklahoma?
It's always been that way, as Serda said.
That's
always
crazy.
I mean, Ron would probably have a real answer to it. I don't know why it's there. It's just always been there for whatever inexplicable reason.
Yeah, I don't know what it is. It's like Vanderbilt has their benches in basketball underneath the baskets. I don't know why they have it. I don't know why they have that
No
there.
one's safe. I don't
Like,
know why that's like that either.
Like
it feels
this,
like someone at the stadium was just like, you know what, this field needs a little bit more danger, not enough CTE. Let's go ahead and add some bricks.
they figured that years ago. Like it's always been that way. Listen, that feels like a serious enough situation where we got to make a change. I think that they've had a situation where there has been injury where people have run into it, but I think it was more in a time where we didn't really give a damn about injuries like that. And it was just, it just happened. I think there is that right there. Like, again, why in Chicago for the Cubs in 2025 do they have ivy and a brick wall behind it? Right? Like what? Like that sound crazy?
That's at least a historic stadium that has been there forever.
I don't care. I feel like they could do something with that ivy and take it down in an off season and put a pad up behind it and then put the ivy back up there. It's a brick wall and ivy, right? Like in 2025. That to me, what Osita just showed, that looks like right now we got to sit there because there could have been a serious injury.
Like I don't even know how bad it ended up being. I know he was carted off and everything like that.
I think he had a concussion. He's probably going to miss some time.
Of course he had a concussion.
But like that could he hit that right. You're going as fast as you can. If you went and hit somehow head first in your neck, that is something so serious enough that they need to make a change. Now, I don't know. They keep allowing people to run on fields after games, and we continue to see potential tramples or damn near stupid drunk fans almost starting fights with other teams' football players.
We're going to talk about that one tomorrow. That
looks like an awful potential situation that could go down. But damn it, I mean, they got to put some hedges up around that. They got to do something. Padding on the wall.
Padding.
I'm just saying right now,
there's just no reason for it to be there.
It's
like they were like, let's just have an extra barrier in between the players and the fans.
And it's not that far away from the back of the end zone, too. Like it's not like it's relatively close. It is.
It's just and you're talking about the best college athletes are probably moving 20 miles per hour at top speed as human beings. And
that's
running face first into a brick wall.
He had no idea. There was no slow up. There was no let me brace myself for the wall. He just ran all the way through and no give. I mean, I bet his shoulders effed up. I bet damn. He was knocked out, I believe, right? I believe he was out. Yeah,
probably out like a light.
They had to get him with that smell.
Ridiculous, dude. I mean, I guess Boomer Sooner or whatever,
Come on, man. What a jackass.
No, you don't like that.
Man. Come on, man. That's unnecessary. What's that? Did you get that fella's name, by the way?
His name was.
Did you not bother to get it? You just said
Didn't even get it.
You can
Oh,
at
no,
least
it's
get
Keontae Lewis. Keontae Lewis.
Keontae Lewis.
Yes, Keontae Lewis.
Keontae Lewis. I mean, you didn't care. You just said, shit, man, let me this shit is. Just tell me the truth, Osita. Did you look at it in a space of like, damn, man, that is messed up, man. What are they doing there? Or did you look at it in humor when you first saw it?
The first time I saw it, there was a video that followed it with Shane Gillis going, "Ooh, that's not good," right afterwards. Like,
So you went into laughter.
Yeah, dude, fuck the Sooners. What? I'm
Fuck
from
the
Texas, dude.
Sooners? Is that what
I hate OU. I hate OU with all my heart. It's 11:47 a.m. and OU still sucks. Okay.
He said, "Fuck the Sooners." Is what he said. Before we jump out of here, the news, one of the stories over the weekend, I wanted to touch yesterday, but of course, we had Chiefs post game. Mark Sanchez, that entire situation.
Fucked around and found out real quick, dog.
I don't know who fucked around and found out enough, because I look at the other gentleman and you could tell Mark Sanchez fucked him up. If you go look at the photos of that 69-year-old man,
Yeah.
I mean, Mark Sanchez laced his ass up. But if you missed it, and it was an interesting way that this came out. Mark Sanchez, who former NFL quarterback with the Jets, finally had a moment that topped the butt fumble for him. But over the weekend, he was at Indianapolis because he now works for Fox Sports, and he was going to be calling the game for Fox between the Raiders and the Colts as the Colts beat their ass. And he's in downtown Indy, and the first thing we catch Saturday morning, I saw it, is Mark Sanchez stabbed multiple times in a robbery attempt in Indianapolis. He's there to call the game. He is in stable condition. And I saw so many people jumping in, and I almost did it. But instead I just retweeted something. And just like, hey, man, prayers up for Mark Sanchez. And I hope he pulls through. He got stabbed. Hope he's all right. Glad to see he's in stable condition. Then later on, I see the report that the Indianapolis PD has arrested him while he's in the hospital for battery charges, aggravated battery charges. I said, what the hell? This changed quick. Saw some people then taking down some tweets. Then I read this. Former Jets quarterback Mark Sanchez was acting erratically, body slammed a truck driver who then stabbed him in Indianapolis because he feared for his life, police say. Sanchez, smelling of alcohol and slurring, climbed into the truck's cab, ignoring the driver's protest. By the way, this man is he picks up cooking oil. And he was at the Marriott, the hotel that Mark Sanchez was at, and he backed up in the back of the dock to go pick up his shipment of oil. Anyway, new footage shows Sanchez following the driver, blocking his access to the truck and shoving him. Mark then threw the driver against the wall and to the ground. The driver, feared for his life, used pepper spray, which briefly affected Sanchez. And when Mark went at him again, the driver stabbed him 2 or 3 times in the chest. Sanchez was stunned and fled the scene and was hospitalized with critical injuries. Sanchez has since been arrested for battery, unlawful vehicle entry, and public intoxication. What
Fucked around and found out.
Fuck is wrong with Mark Sanchez?
Mark Sanchez, this is going. His career is over. Like,
oh hell, I don't know, man. He might get a job with. I don't know. Maybe.
I mean, yeah, maybe he's.
I mean, Fox has to let him go
or something.
That's if he doesn't get some jail time for elderly abuse.
Yeah, it's 1 to 6 years.
This guy was 69 years old. Mark Sanchez is a 38-year-old, 6'2", 235-pound former NFL player. Like,
does that Rick James come to your mind? That's what comes to my mind when I hear and read the details that cocaine's a hell of a drug. There was something. Like you waltzed through that pepper spray and kept on ticking. Like you kept on ticking through that pepper spray. What kind of coke was you on?
Yeah.
And along with that drink.
Yeah.
But listen, the Mark Sanchez part is the one part. I want to dive into the other part. So then it's the reaction of others. And as I said, there were some people who kind of, I don't even think this one's bad, jumped the gun of prayers up to him. Because even though he clearly was the aggressor, and by reading what we're seeing, the real bitch in the situation, I don't want him to die. I hope he's all right. This is Dan Dockage. Dan Dockage is a former player for the Indiana Hoosiers basketball team. He played for Bob Knight. He then also was a coach for Indiana, the head coach for the Indiana Hoosiers at one point. Then he worked for a while, called college basketball games for ESPN, but has been one of the biggest radio hosts in Indianapolis. He had the #1 show at middays for years and years, was highly acclaimed. And now he's swung to the right. He is, and probably not swung to the right. He is just letting his right come out. He now works for Outkick, which lets you know what time it is already with him on that. This is what he said. His tweet a little bit after the Mark Sanchez situation. Sanchez or anyone being stabbed downtown Indy should not be a surprise. We have a ton of fatherless and armed African-American kids descending on downtown Indy every weekend. If that offends you, F off, as the chief of police, Bailey, and Reverend Harrison have told you this. I'm going to read that one more time. Sanchez or anyone being stabbed downtown Indy should not be a surprise. We have a ton of fatherless and armed African-American kids descending on downtown Indy every weekend. If that offends you, F off, as the chief of police, Bailey, and Reverend Harrison have told you this. I don't know if you're meaning to be mute at this.
I don't understand how do black people keep getting pulled into shit?
Dan Dockage has been a racist piece of garbage.
But what did we do? We had nothing to do with this.
Yeah.
Hey, man. But this is where I want to, and you're right, Serda. This is just where the difference in how I think the perception of black people can be in some cases, and not all black people, because everybody ain't the same, and everybody wasn't raised the same. But the thinking, especially in my mind in our industry, like these white folks, some of these white folks just have a completely different mindset than people of color do. Like, he didn't think fucking twice about throwing that out there. He didn't think in terms of like, man, this is going to be, I'm never going to work again. I'm going to lose my job. Hell, he might, speaking of Outkick of where he is, hell, he might get a raise for this commentary. Man, I sat and thought multiple times about my tweet that I sent in response to this. And I'm going to read to you what I said in response to this, because I think it's clearly nowhere near the thought of what his is. But in my mind, I'm thinking, oh, I better be careful with this thing, because then you never know what people are going to say. I just said, when you fire off a tweet like this, word it the way you worded it. You clearly are looking to get a reaction. And I think Dan's plan has worked to perfection. I thought for 10 minutes about sending that tweet, about where the thought would be. That is man, some, and not all white folks, some of these cats, they don't have a thought in their mind or a care in their mind of the repercussions that are going to come their way. And right now, we have just reached the point, and I'd assume this has happened in the last, I don't know, 2016-ish, that there is no fear. There was a time where you wouldn't let your racism flag just fly like this, especially if you were in media and you work like this. And now, I'll be honest, I appreciate it more to just know, what time it is with you. But I mean, it is wild. And he did his show the next day. He did his show on Monday. He's done his show. It is just wild, the difference in mindsets. I wouldn't even think twice about sending. Like, there's so many tweets I've wanted to send out and thought about what I wanted to send in regards to Jason Whitlock or regards to a lot of people, and thought, no, let me chill. Let me chill on that. And I mean, it is just wild. I mean, he just fired that sucker off with and he's defending the hell out of it. F off.
Again, don't understand how when it has nothing to do with black people, all of a sudden black people's name get dragged into it. R.I.P. Charlie Kirk. But whenever he died, all of a sudden people were threatening HBCUs. Where'd that come from? What do we have to do with it? We had nothing to do with it. We didn't have shit to do with it. Nothing.
It's Dan Dockich is just another one of the many, unfortunately, who have profited off of those points of view. And I think, didn't he work for like the Indianapolis Star or whatever forever? Like that's what he did.
He hosted the radio show in
okay. Yeah, that's what he did. Yeah, he worked in Indianapolis forever. So he jumped like as soon as he could, like jumped at the opportunity to talk about it. He probably still lives there for all I know.
He does. That's where he's coming from.
Yeah.
You are a hardcore racist. If you saw that incident and your immediate thought was, I mean, he put the specifics he put in it. There are so many. He didn't need to have.
He said fatherless African American children,
armed,
fatherless armed African American children.
He didn't wait to any stitch. Like that could have been There could have been anything. He just came right out. Had to be them armed African American niggas out there.
Not just the armed African American niggas, the fatherless armed.
The fatherless ones. The fatherless ones. And then quoted. Hey, who is this reverend? Unless he must be, I'm wondering, maybe he's a Dan Dockich guy or something. I bet this Reverend, what's his name again? Reverend Harrison. I bet you said, don't drag my ass into this.
Yeah.
Like, Reverend Harrison, who knows, man? He may be rolling with it. You want to know how it's bad? My man's Jason Whitlock commented. You know what Jason Whitlock said?
What did he
say? Hey, let me find what my man Jason Whitlock. You know it's bad when old Jason Whitlock, he hits you with the Dan, I grew up in Indy. I'm quite aware of the problems in Indianapolis. Misapplied in this Sanchez situation. I'm a supporter. Nothing wrong with just being wrong. I mean, when Jason Whitlock couldn't run with you, and although his Uncle Tom ass talking about misapplied in this situation, what the hell are you talking about? But even his Uncle Tom couldn't run with you, Dan. Like, it's in a bad space. That is just, it is just wild. He should not have a job today. Like, he should not have a job today. And as Serda said, this ain't the first time he's played this racism. What do you do next? If you just get to come back to your spot tomorrow after saying this one, what stops you now?
That's just, but that's been his thing for a long time. Like, everybody just knows this about Dan Dockich. Like, he's a piece of garbage. Like, he doesn't, and it's not even like he was, like we see with a lot of these guys who like try to say it without saying it until they inevitably land at the place where they can just say it out loud. He has said this stuff out loud for 15 years. Like, he has been this guy for a very, very long time.
Yeah, Yeah, it is. It is. It is wild. Like I just hear that. Like how further will these cats go? Like how much more will they come out and say? That is wild to me. I mean, I shouldn't be surprised, as you said it, Serda. This is kind of his deal. But I am still surprised. One, that he said it. I don't see any kind of pullback on it, and that even Outkick wasn't like, hey man, maybe we got to sit you down for maybe we sit you down for a week. Maybe you don't come on. Maybe the show don't come on for a week. Like, no, man, just like, hey man, man.
Outkick was probably like,
truth teller.
Dan. Hell yeah, Dan.
Truth teller.
Yeah. Speak your truth into power, Dan.
Truth teller, Dan. Dan, yeah. You're a piece. You really are a piece of shit.